Hi everybody, my name is Jessie and I do somewhat in-depth perfume reviews in ASMR format. So if you like perfume and especially if you also like ASMR, you're in a really good place for that. So today I'm going to be reviewing, this is Lancôme La Vie est Belle. La Vie est Belle. And that is LAVIESTBELLE. La Vie est Belle. I think that's French. Yeah, so as you can see, I've got this bottle here. This is a 1 ounce 30 ml size, so I believe this is probably the smallest spray bottle that they make. I just mean non-dabber bottle and non-travel spray bottle. Smallest full-size bottle that they make. So as you can see, it is probably 2/3 or 3/4 used. I bought this on Mercari with a few other perfumes as well, and yeah, as you can see, the liquid inside is kind of like a deep orange color, and there's this bow here, this gray, kind of like a gray blue, I guess it's like a gray silver bow, so it's kind of cute. And Julia Roberts is the face of La Vie est Belle. Let's see. Yeah, so if you Google La Vie est Belle, you can see lots of pictures of Julia Roberts. Yeah, so I think this bottle's kind of nice. Nothing that stands out too much about it, but it's nice. I like it. It's got a fun shape. The bottom here is very thick glass, and it's thinner. Here, you can hear the difference. Yeah, and then it's got a plastic top. Alright, so before we go ahead and spray that, I did try to dress on theme, but I honestly didn't really know what to wear today. This is my only orange shirt. I've worn this before in my Miami Glow, J-Lo Glow video. This is my only orange shirt. Well, I have one other kind of orange one, but I don't know. Basically, I didn't really have anything that I felt super matched the look of the bottle or the feel of the perfume. So here we are. But I've got brown nails, and I feel like maybe those maybe they go a little bit with the orange. I don't know, maybe not. Yeah, so let's go ahead and spray the perfume and see what it smells like together. Okay, so I'm going to be pulling from this previous book's little note papers. So let's see what we have today. Alright. So this looks kind of like an old page of newspaper, maybe. Yeah. Alright. sweet, fruity, vanilla. Honestly, my mind thought there was some orange in this right away, but I know there's not. It might also be because of the color. Like, I'm just kind of almost reads as a little bit orangey, but I think what I'm actually smelling is the black currant. But anyway, let's start off with the main accords for this perfume. So, as usual, I'm on fragrantica.com, and I'm going to go ahead and read the main accords. Alright, so from top to bottom, we have sweet, vanilla, fruity, patchouli, woody, powdery, white floral, earthy, iris, and warm and spicy. Warm spicy. So, yeah, definitely sweet, definitely vanilla, also definitely patchouli and fruity. I would say those are the main accords that I get. Yeah. It's really nice. It's definitely like a, I would say like a sexy gourmand, but not super edible. Like, it's sweet and gourmand, but in a perfumey way, not in a like, that smells like I could eat it sort of way. Definitely the patchouli also takes it less out of like the just straight up sweet edible gourmand category. Yeah, okay, so let's go ahead and look at the notes in this fragrance. So, alright, so we have two top notes. Okay, we've got black currant and we've got pear. So I definitely get the black currant. To me, yeah, there's a very fruity accord that comes through, which I definitely am smelling more black currant than pear. I think pear is just a subtler, more watery, subtler note, so I'm definitely getting more of the black currant. I honestly can't really say that I'm getting the pear, so I'm just gonna say I'm smelling the black currant for sure. It's kind of like a dark, juicy, fruity note. Okay, and then moving on, we have the middle notes, and we have 3 middle notes. Alright, so they're all florals. We've got iris, jasmine, and orange blossom. Iris, jasmine, and orange blossom. So what do I smell? I think I do smell a little bit of the iris. Gives like a slight powdery, woody vibe. And then as for the jasmine and the orange blossom, it's a little hard to distinguish, but I think I do get a little bit of that white floral smell. But I honestly think I might pick up on the iris a little bit more. Yeah. Alright. Okay, moving on. Base notes. We've got 4 base notes. We've got praline, vanilla, patchouli, and tonka bean. Praline, vanilla, patchouli, and tonka bean. So what do I smell? I would say most notably the patchouli and vanilla. I don't know, like, what exactly does praline smell like? Like white, or sorry, like kind of chocolate and caramel? I don't know, I'm googling it on Fragrantica. It says, a modern synthetic accord with a soft but intense, sweet, lactonic, balsamic fragrance. So I assume it's like kind of like nutty, buttery, creamy, chocolatey. I don't know. So it's a little hard to be confident that I say that I smell the praline. It's definitely Gourmand. And then the tonka bean as well. To me, like I've been honest about, I've never smelled just a straight up tonka bean perfume. Yeah, so Google is telling me that tonka bean is a mix of sweet, spicy, nutty, herbaceous, and woody. So again, like, yeah, I think that's coming through, but yeah, I'm just gonna stick with it, like, because of what I know and what I'm comfortable saying I smell. I'm smelling the vanilla and the patchouli the most. But definitely makes sense that there's some praline. This is sweet. Tonka bean too. So yeah. Alright, so just to recap, what am I smelling most? Definitely the black currant, a little bit of iris, a little bit of white florals from the jasmine and orange blossom, and then a very sweet base, definitely smelling vanilla, patchouli, and some sweetness, which I imagine is coming from the praline, and also some like sweetness and spicy and woodiness from the tonka bean. But I would say the top three I'm getting are black currant, vanilla, and patchouli. So let's go ahead and look at what the other users on Fragrantica are smelling. So I'm going to go ahead and show the votes. Alright, and so here's what the other people are saying. They're saying that firstly, they're smelling the praline. Secondly, the vanilla. Third, patchouli. Fourth, black currant. Fifth, tonka bean. Sixth, iris. Seventh, pear. Eighth, jasmine. And ninth, the orange blossom. So that's pretty similar to what I'm saying, except I just don't feel as confident in the praline. Yeah. But I definitely do get something that smells kind of candy-like, so I think that must be the praline. Like, it definitely does come through. But yeah, anyway, so what is my impression of this perfume? To me, this is like it's like a fun, sexy, gourmand, like definitely flirty, like a little bit, maybe just like a little bit mysterious, but nothing too dark about it, like fun. Definitely gives me more nighttime vibes, but I feel like you could wear it during the day too. Like, it's not too heavy, not too dark or anything like that, but it is strong, and I think like the black currant, patchouli, and tonka like make it kind of more strong and a little bit more like a little more soft, spicy, and woody and deep. I think this would be great for a date night. If you wore this on a date, I think the person on the receiving end would probably find this pleasing. I think this is probably a fairly crowd-pleasing perfume. Like, I don't think there's anything super offensive about it, unless somebody really doesn't like sweet perfumes. But you know, it's like somewhat projecting. I don't think it's like extremely loud, but it's definitely not quiet. Like, it gets some attention for sure. Alright, so let's go ahead and look at some other statistics around this fragrance. So this fragrance has an overall rating on Fragrantica of 3.62 out of 5 with 23,919 votes. That's a lot of votes. Definitely on the higher end of much of anything I've seen on here. So basically, this is a very popular perfume that many people have worn. I'm seeing that it was launched in 2012. So it's been around for a minute, but not forever. But yeah, 3.62, that basically means to me that people like it, but they're not raving about it. They're probably kind of used to it. They're like, oh yeah, everybody has La Vie Belle. You know, I'm actually seeing that most people either love or like it or dislike it. Like there's kind of no in the middle, I'm noticing. So I guess there are some people who really don't like this, and it's definitely bringing that average down a lot on Fragrantica. The users on Fragrantica are rating this as more of a fall and a winter perfume, and more so a nighttime perfume, but daytime somewhat too. I would agree with that. That's what I said earlier. Alright, and there are a lot of flankers to La Vie Belle. So in the La Vie Belle collection, I'm seeing that there's La Vie Belle Soleil Cristal, there's La Vie Belle Intensiment, there's La Vie Belle L'Éclat, there's La Vie Belle Oui, there's La Vie Belle en Rosé, etc., etc. La Vie Belle L'Absolu. So basically, because this was so popular, they have made and probably are still continuing to make a lot of flankers to it. Yeah. I did smell the La Vie Belle Intensiment, and that was too intensiment for me. It was too intense. I don't actually know what intensiment is, but I do remember smelling that one and just being like, no, that's not for me. I think I also smelled the La Vie Belle Oui. I think I had a sample of the Oui flanker, and I don't remember why, but I didn't dislike that one as much, but I didn't really like it a whole lot either. Definitely this one I think is my favorite, but like I said, I might have only smelled those two other flankers, but I like this one the best. I'm not planning on keeping it. I don't even know why. Like, I don't have a good reason why I'm not keeping it, apart from the fact that I guess I just don't feel like inspired enough to keep it. So it would be a good addition to my collection because I don't really have anything quite like it, but I don't know. I don't tend to have as many fragrances like this. I do really want some more Gourmand fragrances, but like, I think I just want to be really excited about them. And this is nice, but like, I don't know why I'm just like not excited enough about it. I'm definitely in like I don't know if it's just like will be like this forever or if it's a phase, but I'm like definitely in a phase where I'm much more excited about like lighter, fresh, kind of like marine, aquatic, maybe green, breezy scents. I don't know why, but anyway. Also musky scents. I like musky scents, but like light musky, not heavy. So yeah, I do want some more Gourmands, but I'm just like waiting to find the right ones, I guess. Okay, so to look at some other statistics on here. So I did wear this once, but I totally forget my impression of it. I'll be honest, I wore this like 2 weeks ago, and I forget. But anyway, on Fragrantica, people are saying that this has really good longevity. Like, long-lasting to eternal is the most common ratings that people are giving it. That makes sense to me. I mean, this has got vanilla, it's got patchouli. The black currant is on the heavier side for fruity notes, so yeah, good longevity. For sillage, people are similarly saying that this has pretty strong sillage. And then for gender, people are very much rating this on the feminine end of the scale. I would agree. To me, this definitely reads very feminine. And for price value, people are saying that this is kind of in the middle, but maybe a little overpriced. So I'm looking online, and on fragrancex.com, which is like a site where you can get discount perfumes, this bottle would run for $54. So that is on the slightly more expensive side. I see that on the Lancôme's website, this bottle would run for $85 and it's on sale for $64 right now. So definitely not cheap. I mean, not crazy expensive, but not cheap. Alright, and then before I read some reviews, I wanted to mention that I've got this little travel roll-on here. So this would obviously be perfect to take with you in your bag, or, you know, if you're traveling on vacation somewhere. If you have not heard from me say this yet, I have this aversion to having perfume that does not spray, so I do not want roll-ons myself in my collection unless it's like such an expensive perfume that the only way to get it in an affordable manner is to like buy something like a dabber or a roll-on. But I really don't like dabbers and roll-ons, so I'm going to be selling this too. But even if this was a spray, I think I'd still be selling it. But yeah, so it's this cute little 10 milliliter bottle here. Alright, so let's go ahead and read a few random reviews as we do. So the first one here is somebody who really likes this perfume, and they say, I do have a soft spot for this perfume. Beautiful gourmand, a little powdery, and very feminine. But on a whim, I tried out the Essence Vaults inspired version of this, and I like it so much better. The same notes, but a little extra warmth and spice added. I hate that I'm saying this, but it being cheaper, it had me hooked. Worth a try. So I guess Essence Vaults must be like a dupe company or something that made a version inspired by La Vie Belle. Yeah. Okay. Let's go ahead and read another one. So here's somebody who hates this perfume, and they say, unfortunately, this is another one I had to give away since all I can smell was patchouli. I can tolerate it on my friend for a couple of hours, but not on myself all day long. Yes, I agree that if you don't like patchouli, you're not gonna like this. And I know that that can be a really hard note for a lot of people. I personally really like patchouli. I hardly ever smell perfume with patchouli that I don't like it, but I could see if it was like a super strong patchouli in a perfume where that was like the main note and it didn't have enough other balance, like maybe I wouldn't like that either. To me, this feels like very well balanced patchouli, and to me just adds to the value of the fragrance. But if you don't like patchouli, be warned. Be warned. Alright. Okay, let's read another review. This is somebody who also does not like it, and they say, pure sweetness. However, this one is not of the delicious gourmand or bubblegum variety, just unpleasant in my opinion. Yeah, I would say this is definitely gourmand, but like I said, not in a super edible way. To me, it's a more like perfumey, maybe a little bit more like mature gourmand. Like, it's not like the epitome of like a young woman, like young girl gourmand. Like, it's definitely a little bit more grown up, but still like very fun and young and flirty. I honestly feel like Julia Roberts kind of makes a good face for this. I mean, maybe she's like a little bit older than what I would sort of expect, but like I picture this like a woman in her 30s who's like having a lot of fun and like going out on the town. Okay, here's somebody who likes this perfume, and they say, love it or hate it, La Vie Belle is an iconic scent. when I wear it, I'm immediately taken to the mall. This fragrance smells like a Macy's or Sephora. I can't even say it's mass appealing because it can be polarizing. It's sweetness and patchouli right away. I smell something more powdery and floral when I smell myself closer. It's a good staple scent to have in your collection for colder months and nights out. It's warm, sweet, spicy, and nostalgic. I find the wear time and projection to be pretty standard. Belle is a scent that really shines in colder weather and may be too overwhelming in an office environment to be a year-round signature scent. Yeah, I completely agree. I wouldn't recommend this to wear every day in the office. Definitely not. I definitely think it's better for colder weather, better for nights. It's definitely making a bit of a statement. Like, it's a little too sexy for a lot of work environments. I mean, I know that's a judgment, but I'm just saying I wouldn't personally wear this when I'm working. I would be too embarrassed to. But I know some people are more the like, I wear what I want when I want, and if that's you, you do you for sure, 100%. Alright. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and end my review there. So thank you to all of you who have listened till the end. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed my review of Belle, and I will catch you in a future video.